All right, so we'll move on to example 2, and so we'll do the same thing here. We're going to do another tangent curve. Amplitude is -3. Our period is pi over 2 from this number on the inside. So we'll go ahead and graph this. And so we'll have asymptotes at pi over 4, plus or minus. Our important points will be negative pi over 8 and positive pi over 8, cutting them in half. All right, so we have our asymptotes. And so we're going to give our middle point no shifting, 3, -3. And notice here that instead of starting low and finishing high, it's a -3, so we're going to flip this over like this. And there's our tangent curve. All right, see if you can do the same thing with -2 tan 3x. All right, our amplitude is -2. Our period is pi over 3. Go ahead and graph this. Asymptotes will be at pi over 6 and negative pi over 6. Important points at negative pi over 12 and pi over 12. Amplitude of 2. Instead of starting low and finishing high, it's a negative, so we're going to start high and finish low. And there you have it. So that's tangent. Let's see if we can go ahead and do cotangent. So cotangent, almost exactly the same as tangent, except we have asymptotes at the places where y is 0. If we remember that cotangent of theta is x divided by y. Anytime y is 0 on our unit circle, we'll have an asymptote. Same thing as tangent with a period of pi. So let's look at the shape. If we were to do the first period, we would have an asymptote at 0 and another one at the full period here of pi. So it's shifted over a little bit from tangent. It's no longer centered on the origin. It's centered halfway between 0 and the period. So let's see if we can graph this. Amplitude is 2. Period is pi over 1/3, so 3 pi. All right, so we know we have a asymptote at 0. We'll have 3 pi. So we've got 3 pi over 2 as our central point. And then we'll have 2 middle points here, and those will be 3 pi over 4 and 6 pi, 9 pi over 4. And so cotangent starts high, goes through the origin, and finishes low. The opposite of tangent. Remember, tangent starts low and finishes high. Cotangent starts high, finishes low. Flips of each other. Okay, so down we come. And there's our graph of 2 cotangent x over 3. So try it on your own. 27, 3 cotangent of 2x. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Asymptote at the 4th point, which is going to be pi over 2. Halfway point is pi over 4. Pi over 8, 2 pi over 8, 3 pi over 8. Middle point, 3, -3. Start high, finish low. Connect your dots in a nice curve. There you have it.